Folks, the moment of truth is rapidly approaching. The moment of truth for long-suffering Kenyans, who have a chance to dramatically change our situation in the country and usher in a brand new Kenya. The long-awaited brand new Kenya. And the choice is going to be very simple for Kenyans. Very simple. Do what we have always been doing, or think for ourselves and say, no, enough is enough. I am, of course, talking about the Punguza Mizigo initiative by Third Way Alliance. Predictably, it has met with massive opposition, massive resistance. And from the usual suspects, of course, MPs, legislators, are strongly opposed to it. And the reasons are obvious. You cannot support a bill that is going to scrap your job. Can you? Because the Punguza Mizigo initiative proposes to scrap almost 300 parliamentary seats. But before we go any further, let us clarify the choice Kenyans have. And very simply put, it is this. Support your tribe, support your political party, and then next year, or even in 2 years' time, we'll be here complaining about the same things. Or support Punguza Mizigo, and transform the country forever. Of course, we'll be here in 2 years' time, but we'll be complaining about very different problems, which will be progress. Now, here is something super interesting for you. The keen political analysts in the country who are opposed to the Punguza Mizigo initiative are opposed to it for very different reasons. They are opposed to it because they believe the rumors that the chief financiers of the Punguza Mizigo initiative, wait for this one, is the Tangatanga team. And why would Team Tangatanga want to support the Punguza Mizigo initiative? It's very simple. To frustrate the Building Bridges initiative. Now, I don't know whether this rumor is true. I've tried to find out, but to tell you the truth, I have no idea. I have no firm evidence to prove that actually the Third Way Alliance and the Punguza Mizigo initiative is being financed by Team Tangatanga. But what I know is that it is very well financed. That is true. We also know that MCAs from Baringo, Uasin Gishu, Nandi, West Pokot and Elgeyo Marakwet are very firmly behind the Punguza Mizigo initiative. They have already come out and said they will firmly support the bill when it comes up in their respective county assemblies for debate. Some analysts are saying this is firm evidence to point at where the financing for the Punguza Mizigo initiative is coming from. Now, in my view, this at the moment is irrelevant. Now, I know that has shocked many people, but I'll tell you why. Former US President Bill Clinton, in his biography, described the process of making laws as very similar to making sausages. Now, I'm sure, I'm very sure, many subscribers to this channel love sausages. However, just prepare yourself for this. You need a very strong stomach for what I'm about to tell you or reveal to you if you didn't already know. The process of making sausages, is crazy. If you witnessed the process, to cut a long story short, you would never eat sausages again in your life. And indeed, some would throw up every time they saw sausages. And that was President Bill Clinton's point. It is a very dirty process. It's deal making. It's backroom deals. You support us for this one and we'll support you for that one. And so my point is, the process under which laws are made, including this process which Kenyans want to change the law, may be full of dirt, may be full of skeletons that you don't even want to see, hidden in the background. But the most important thing is not how or who financed. In my view, it is changing the laws of our country for a better Kenya. Period. The good book and that favorite verse of mine comes to mind. A time and chance. The opportunity, the time and chance may not come in the perfect way or in the way we expected, but it is here, and it is up to Kenyans to grab it with our two hands. As things stand, Raila Odinga, Kalonzo Musyoka, Aden Duale, Moses Wetangula are on record strongly opposing the Punguza Mizigo initiative and the bill. The ODM party has strongly advised all its followers, all its MCAs, to oppose and block the Punguza Mizigo bill. And of course, I'm keenly aware that there are many on this channel. When Raila Odinga says something, it is the end of the discussion. No thinking, no debating, Raila has said. I know that. I'm keenly aware of that. But you see, what is also annoying, and what should also annoy Kenyans, is that some people are trying to use women to oppose the Punguza Mizigo initiative in a very crafty way. They are saying any bill that abolishes women reps, they will oppose. And the idea is to get Kenyans to blindly say no to the Punguza Mizigo initiative because it abolishes women reps. Now that is laughable because the initiative proposes that every county will choose 2 members of parliament, 1 a woman and 1 a man. So here's a simple question for you. With the Punguza Mizigo proposals, and the current situation we have of one-third gender rule, which has not even been implemented, but let's assume it's implemented, where will we have more women representatives as a percentage? Is it in the third gender rule, or is it in the Punguza Mizigo 50% proposal? Because 50% of the elected members of parliament will be women. Before you get into the business of nominating members. Kenyans, I urge you, don't be fooled. Don't fall for the same old tricks. I will tell you, in case you didn't already know, what the political class are scared, in fact terrified of, as far as the Punguza Mizigo initiative is concerned. They're terrified that they're going to lose control, because the power is going to go back where it should be, with the people. Because the people are in the counties, and the counties will prevail, if the Punguza Mizigo bill goes through. And of course, it will all have to end up in a referendum. And the political class are terrified of a referendum because they have a feeling, and they're right, that the Kenyan people will vote yes, yes, yes. And that is why people have already gone to court, to block, even the debate of the Punguza Mizigo bill in the county assemblies. There are all kinds of arguments that are being brought up. This is unconstitutional, or there wasn't a wide consultation, etc., etc. And indeed, it is true, as we speak, that the Punguza Mizigo bill has been blocked in court. It can no longer be discussed in any of the county assemblies. One of the proposals of the Punguza Mizigo bill is that the Senate will become the upper house, which means that it will have veto powers over what Parliament may decide, which is wonderful, because in case what has been happening in Kenya over all these decades, somebody goes to Parliament and uses money, and a bill passes, the people can still have the last laugh, because Senate can block it. Now, of course, senators can also be bribed, but I hope you see what I see, in that it will be much harder now, because you'll need to go and bribe Parliament and bribe Senate. And by the senators are on the ground, in the counties. And the MCAs, right there in the grassroots, have their eyes very carefully trained on the senators and what they're doing. And so, in my view, that will be a very powerful new deterrent to the corrupt, who use corruption to create laws to favor themselves. and to favor their money-making enterprises at the expense of the long-suffering Kenyan mwananchi. And so I urge you today, all members on this channel, go and talk to your people on the ground. You speak to them on the phone every day. Urge them that it is Punguza Mizigo and nothing else. That is where the hope of Kenyans is. And this should be very clear to anybody who looks at the situation carefully, without listening to politicians, without listening to your gods with a small g, who have instructed you to reject the Punguza Mizigo initiative. It doesn't matter who may have financed it. This is an initiative from the people. The Kenyan people want it. That should be very clear. And you have to believe me on that, because I'm on the ground. I speak to people. I have people on the ground who give me information. And therefore I think I can be able to make a very good judgment of where the heart of the vast majority of Kenyans lies. In my humble view, never before in our history has the choice been so clear. The Building Bridges initiative has told us very clearly that in the coming referendum, they will seek to create more positions. They will ongeza mizigo. So the choice is very simple. Either Kenyans ongeza mizigo, continue to do the same things, expecting different results, or they change, try something new. Punguza Mizigo, take the power back to the counties and to the people with more financing, more power. Today I asked somebody a question. Looking back at Kenya's history, what do MPs really do? Tell me, what do? They go to Nairobi, they get rich, they get fat, they left the village where they begged for votes, looking very poor and impoverished. And then when they go to Nairobi, they go to parliament, they come back very rich with big cars. But what do the people on the ground get? You're a legislator with a much bigger stomach, a health hazard actually, and continuous promises that are never fulfilled. Folks, we need to change our story. Having representation in parliament, many MPs, has not helped us thus far. Let us dramatically trim them down from 416, the current 416, to only 147. Wage bill cut dramatically. And by the way, it is much easier to monitor 147, see what those guys are doing in parliament, than it is to monitor 416. And don't fall for that trick that the Punguza Mizigo initiative is going to reduce the number of women in parliament. That is laughable. It is going to reduce the number of legislators in the House, but the percentage of women will shoot up dramatically. That is the truth. Until next time, this is Chris Kumekucha.